I do want your insight on the history of persecution of the Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. For that, I just want to refer to a tweet you wrote earlier. 27 years ago, UN described Rohingya as the most persecuted minority in the world. Since then, tens of thousands have been killed, 1 million are confined in camps. In Burma, they exist in open-air prisons. When will action be taken instead of empty words? Now tell us the long history of the persecution of the Rohingya Muslims and how this outdates far before the 2017 crackdown.
Yeah, actually, after the independence of Burma in 1948, we have the full citizenship right. We were recognized as the indigenous ethnic group of Burma. So, but our 1970, first of all, they removed us from the 144 ethnic group list. And then in 1974, they have taken away our national identity card. And in 1978, they have launched the massive violence against the Rohingya, which widely known as the Dragon King operation, resulted 270,000 fled to Bangladesh, but they were repatriated a few months later as a Rohingya. When they were pushed off from the country, they were labeled as the illegal Bengali immigrant from the Bangladesh, but they were accepted back as a Rohingya. But in 1982, they have implemented the new citizenship law, and we became stateless within our own country. Then again in 1991, they have launched another operation called Pitayar, resulted about 300,000 fled to Bangladesh. Some of them are still remaining in Bangladesh. Some were repatriated in 1994 and 1995. So in 1992, the military regime imposed the several restrictions against the Rohingya population, who are mainly based, residing in northern Rakhine state, like, the freedom of movement, the access to social service, access to education, access to healthcare, marriage, birth restrictions, so many things. So since then, UN described this, the Rohingya as the most persecuted minority in the world, but they have not taken any single action against the Myanmar government. I'm not saying about the system failure, that the UN has their own system, but the individual who are running this system, they are failing to add the law into the action. So in 2012, again, there are the massive violence against the Rohingya in central Rakhine and the northern Rakhine state, resulted 140,000 into the confined camp more than 7 years now.